Treasurer, good morning to you. So will we finally get a national plan to tackle this crisis, or are we not holding our breath?
Morning, guys. What you will get from me and the Prime Minister are plenty of meaningless meetings and bullshit spin, as you would be aware by now. The PM and myself don't have the mental capacity to solve the most simple of problems. So basically, we're rooted...
We're being warned, Treasurer, food prices could soar. It's hard to see it going anywhere else. But why don't you reduce the heavy vehicle road user charge?
Look, Carl, we'll probably have another meeting on that one and eventually tell the truckies to fuck off and sort it out themselves.
Why are stations running out? And why are people... You say that you're doing stuff about gouging. Why are people paying more than $3.50 a litre for diesel?
Look, guys, not my problem. First, we're trying to get to net zero by 2030, so Labor doesn't really give two fucks about poor people and their gas guzzlers. If they can't afford to drive, that's on them. I would suggest go and buy a $120,000 Tesla to plough your fields. And second, yeah, don't give two Vindaloo shits.
It just doesn't make it doesn't make any sense to people that you're saying the supply is there, the fuel is here, and we're guaranteed that supply when some people in the regions are travelling 100 k's just to get fuel.
Yeah, nah. What a shame, Carl. I get my fuel for free, so again, don't give a ISIS bride's goat shit.
Things are getting worse. You say there are solutions. No one knows what those solutions are. National Cabinet has already met. You're meeting again. It feels a bit hopeless.
Well, if you haven't realised by now, most of Labor, including the Prime Minister and myself, are borderline retarded. Our economy was well stuffed before the first goat rooter was blown up. In fact, it's probably a better idea to dig up Gough Whitlam and get him to run the country.
Do you categorically rule out the cuts to the fuel excise?
Well, if we do, Carl, it will only be because we've been dragged kicking and screaming. The new polls show that the country has lost all confidence in our ability to govern. And for good reason, Carl. We couldn't fix a leak in an empty bath. So it'll probably only cut the fuel excise by 50%, so the mugs will be paying $3.50 a litre instead of $3.75. So the plebs will still be fucked, but at least it will look like we fixed the problem.
It just doesn't make it. It doesn't make any sense to people.
Look, guys, I've got another meeting. Got a dash.
All right, Treasurer, thanks so much for joining us this morning. It's the blind leading the blind. We don't actually know what the solution is. And every day, families are having to try and find their own solutions, make their own cuts and get by.
You fucking dog!
Peter Dutton!